Hi, this is Michael Arias, and we're now looking at the USDCAD chart once again. So over the last couple of days, I've been posting about how I see a move lower in USDCAD. So yesterday, I did allude to the shorting opportunity and presented what I thought would happen once this turned lower. So in a nutshell, we have seen that reversal overnight, just as I said it would happen. And that's the thing. Like, the accuracy level there is not too bad. Um, we did see a turnaround in that E wave, which you know I traded up, can also trade it down. The thing is, if you don't know when to get out, you shouldn't get into a trade, right? So that right there indicates two things: that we had two E waves, okay, like I explained yesterday, the way that I knew is because I dissected the D and the E for the whole correction, right? So if we go back to the start of this, there was wave one, two, three, four, five for wave one. Okay, even though it may not even look like that, if you're an Eliotician, you may have thought that was a triple zigzag, and we're moving higher, right? And then we had a triple zigzag to the upside. That doesn't make sense. How can you have a triple zigzag down and then a triple zigzag up? Oh, wait a minute, it's a combination or a flat. No, that there's no such thing. Okay, that's all. Unfortunately, Elliott wave was created a long time ago. There was no computers, and it was just I don't know, created as a hoax, in my opinion. Um, or it was just a mistake. A lot of mistakes were made, and who cares, right? So yes, exactly. So you have a lot of people using it now, even though it's really not that great. So I did do something I don't normally do, say that that's an A B down the bottom, and the only reason I could do that was because I mean it's too small. I don't normally do that, but the only reason I labeled it A B is because of what happened next. Three zigzags. It can only be a C wave, okay, and then this could only be a D wave. That could only be an E wave, and then you had another weak five wave move, right? And it was longer than anything that happened there. So it couldn't have been the C wave of the D wave. It makes no sense that way. That's how I drew my conclusion, just by looking at a few things and making an assumption based on probability, based on rules. Yes, RS wave does have rules, similar to what Elliott wave does, except these rules cannot be broken and they're not convoluted, or they don't have subjective components that can unfold in different ways. No, the patterns always unfold in exactly the same manner. Each wave component has a variance, and as we know, a wave A can be a different size than a wave B, or a wave C can be different size than a wave A. Of course, every wave is as unique as a fingerprint, right? The trick is for you to actually just know how to identify the waves. That's all it is. It doesn't matter how big or small. If it makes sense, you can label it on a chart, right? So in that case, I said, okay, well, fine. In that case, it looks like wave two is complete. So wave one back here, wave two back here. So we're looking for a third wave down, right? And I have already shown you the bigger picture, so I won't go through that again. You can just look down at the linked videos in related ideas. Okay, so ultimately now we're looking for a continuation of the downtrend. Okay, so what's going to confirm that? Well, the way we always confirm if an E wave was an E wave is it breaks through the start of that E wave, right? It makes total sense, doesn't it? If an E wave is the last wave in a correction, well, you just break beneath the start of it. That confirms that the whole correction is over because a wave E is the last wave. Okay, now this is something that was one of the crucial components as to me actually deciding that I want to figure out how the waves actually work in the beginning was, how do I find E waves? And if they're the last move, I need to know where they are, how they could, knowing that they could be any size, not obviously not too small, but decent enough to start to trace out 1-2 patterns. So after you get the wave 2, you get another 1-2, but it's a smaller 1-2, right? You're not going to get a huge 1-2 straight away. What happens is there can become a lot of confusion with 1-2s. Oh, this is a small 1-2. How can this be a wave 3 1-2 when the 1-2 before it was way bigger? Yeah, but don't forget that this could be part of a larger wave 1 of wave 3, right? This is just the first part, but it gives you the clues to signal that it's happening, right? Because waves can only work in a certain way. Okay. Now, if you want to know whether it's a bullish or a bearish scenario, well, wave E's only go to the upside. Wave C's and E's only go to the upside. It's as simple as that. And if you break beneath them, that's proof that that's what it is, right? And if you see another 5 wave move down, and then you see an A, B, C, D, E, well, it's proof that it's going to go lower, because wave E's only go to the upside. So if we break this now, break through this magenta line here, that's proof once again. So it's not like it's a haphazard approach. It keeps on proving itself. It keeps on giving you confidence. It keeps on making you understand that it's working. This is the type of thing that a methodology needs to have. All right, it needs to prove to you over and over again. Your back testing goes back a long time on every chart. Yep, did all that, done all that many years ago. That's why once you become confident in what you do, you can actually make money, right? You blend the analysis side with the trading side, and both modes can operate simultaneously without emotion and repeatedly making profits. So this is the beauty of this technique, right? RS wave. So let's just wait and see how this goes as we move lower. We only need to break through one more area there to signify what's happening. But then we're just going to have to wait for it to just continue lower. And that's what I believe will happen, because we're in now a wave E, a larger wave E to the downside. And this here is probably just the start of like the small wave 1 compared to what's actually coming. Right. But how would you know that to get in at this level to short this with high confidence if you didn't know the waves? You'd be barking up the wrong tree, and you might as well just use something else that you feel comfortable with. But that's what I do, and that's why you're here. So hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.